Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I just fucking woke up, man. Beautiful fucking day, man. Yeah, man. Shout out, son. Oh shit. What up? Collins Street, yeah, man. Early. Shit, man. Fuck. I ate way too much food last night, dude. I feel I'm copping. I ate too much food last night, dude. I'm feeling like just a sack. You know when you eat too much food before you go to bed, you wake up just feeling just like, ugh. I feel great, but I feel like, ugh. Let's look at the upside real quick. So bizarre, right? I just woke up literally like a second ago. It's my day off. It's my day off training. And we're streaming an hour early because I figure I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna start work a bit early today. Plus I gotta go pick up my girl. I gotta go pick up Jess from the train station, which is like 100 meters from my house, but still, you'd be surprised. Adds up, 10 minutes going, 10 minutes coming back, and fucks up the workflow. No, it doesn't fuck it up, I should say. It's not really fuck up. I mean, it's what I mean. It's still 10 minutes, 10 minutes. That's the key point. 7-Eleven's home store. Hand of Death, check it out. Cheers. Talk to me. What's happening, bro? How you doing? What's the first thought I had when I woke up this morning? What was my first thought this morning? Shit, man. I think I just gave thanks, man. I stopped my alarm first because my alarm was gone. And then I just, celebrated for like 10 seconds and then got up. And then I took a piss. Then I drank some water. But I celebrate regardless of how I'm feeling. Right now I'm holding up the camera with this chocolate tin. You see this thing here? It's holding you up right. If you want to know how you get up out of my trap house, some of them whatever happened to, what's his name, Bobby Schmoed or whatever his name is, isn't he in jail now, dude? Didn't he get convicted for like a mad, some sort of gun charge? Mad, eh? Chicago, Chirac, dude. Chirac, Bobby was from Chirac. Fuck, dude, can you imagine living in Chicago, dude? Oh my god, it'd be so hectic. Let's go pay for this, Let's go change the world. How much is that one? Okay. half asleep, I know it's true.
You are coming from work or what?
Huh?
You work in car park or?
No, I used to work at Caltex. I just up the road, bro. I just started waking up early now. When I was working at Caltex, I used to wake up every day at 2, so, you know what I mean? Have a good one, bro. What do you mean he's from Chicago, dude? What do you mean he's from Chicago? I swear he's from Chicago. I'm not Chicago, I'm talking shit. What do you mean he's from maybe Brooklyn living in Chicago, dude? I swear he was living in Chicago. Let's get a Google search happening on where he was currently residing when he got locked up. Yeah, that video wasn't no joke, dude. Well, he wasn't trolling. I think he had a baby face, man. That's why he was so. If you remember the video of him doing the song, he had a mad baby face. That's what's made it so wild. He lives in HMP, Chicago. Yeah. Shouts to Chicago. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Do you reckon he was staying in Brooklyn when he got arrested, but he's from Chicago? Or maybe he's from fucking Brooklyn, man. And he just felt like filming the video clip in Chicago. Oh, I'm puffed out, man. Seriously, I ate too much last night, puffed. I need to take a pause. I'm not believing Wiki, man. We're gonna claim him as a Chicago kid. Fabian, great to see you. Oh. You know what happened yesterday, man? Last 2 days I've been doing deliveries. I've been waking up feeling hell like just gassed out because I've been waking up, dude. It's just because I go to bed, man. I've been eating too much. You know why? Because like the deliveries, man. It's like every time I do a delivery, one person doesn't come and pick up their shit, so I just take their food home. And I feel guilty. It's not like I want to take their food home, but at the same time, I'm not going to wait 20 minutes for you to come down to get your food. You know, so I give them their due time, and then if they're not there, I just bail. You know, so I end up coming home with food. And the night before, what did I have the night before that had extra, man? That I didn't need, but I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm not going to waste this food. What was it? Oh, shit, it was Thai food. Fuck, it was so tasty. And then last night was some sort of rice bowl. Oh, with edamame, man. Ooh. It was real tasty, dude. Real tasty. But I didn't need to eat it. But I was like, fuck it, you know what? Let's go. Video was filmed in Brooklyn. Fucking hell, dude. You're a smart individual, dude. I didn't even, you know, that's something, you know, this whole time I thought he was from Chicago, dude. That's even more scary, dude. I want to try this ketogenic shit. I mean, if you want to try it, give it a try. You know, even though I don't think doing keto is the best thing you can possibly do. And I wouldn't even recommend doing keto. But I've tried keto. And, I mean, if you want to try it, you may as well try it. Even if you fucking end up hating it, you may as well try it. The best thing is to do what you want to do first off. But I just don't think keto's applicable long term. Do you know what I mean? Like, it might be, you know, I just think it's just not a balanced diet. I just don't think it's a balanced diet. That's all I'm trying to say, you know. I think there's easier ways. Not easier way. Oh yeah, easier ways. I think there's just more sustainable ways to eat long term. And keto's not really one of them. Lad went plant-based last week. Is it okay to have some animal products like once though? Bro, it's up to you. You know what I mean? That's a question. You know, my answer to you is going to be different to what your answer to yourself is going to be. You know what I mean? So, all I'm going to say, brother, is you've made the first step. You know what I mean? Keeping the food clean, keeping the soul clean. You've made the first step. Now, you know, these questions you're asking me, they're questions to yourself, and they're questions you have to come to terms with, that you will discover over time. And I want you to come to your own conclusions about them. Like, I could easily just be like, yo, cut out everything straight away, harden up, you know, make sure you're eating the good foods, bro. But unless you come to that conclusion on your own terms, it's not going to stick with you, and then you might do it for like 1 week and then give up. You know what I mean? So that's, at least from my own experience, you know what I mean? Like, there was a time if you told me to do that, I wouldn't listen to you. Even if you told me and I did it for 1 day, if I didn't really come to my own decision about it, I wouldn't give a fuck, man. A week later, I'd be, you know, eating chicken or something. So shout out to all of you, eh? Chill kickboxer, dodge the punches like 100%, eh? I'm still dodging her punches, man. My dealer neighbor is kicking goat right now. Smells like shit. I read that and I thought you were saying my neighbor is cooking. He's a goat. Like he's a goat chef, not his cooking goat. Yeah, goats are bizarre. No. How close do you live to this dude, man? What's he cooking in the backyard or something? How are you smelling it? BB, good to see you. Nothing is worse than boiled pork. Yeah, no pork, man. Seriously, like no pork, eh? You know what I mean? Stay away from the pork, man. Please stay away from the pork. Every time you try, someone in Australia eats pork, think of me, dude. I'm standing over you saying don't eat it. Jamaican man. Do I try and avoid oil for negative health effects on cholesterol? I follow Almighty God of medicine, Dr. Mike. No, I don't. You know, I think it's a foolish pursuit. This is the thing. I think it's a foolish. You know, not foolish. I'm not gonna say foolish. That's a bit too. It's not foolish to care about your health. It's the best thing to care about your health, eh? But like, I don't even think of it. Like, I don't add oil to my food at home. That's it. Like, so I guess I avoid oil. But when I go out and eat, if there's oil in the food, I don't really care. You know what I mean? I'm not even. I'm not thinking about how much oil. You know, I'm not thinking about it. But you know, even at home, if like I don't have oil in the house, but I got nutlex or something. But if I needed to use a tablespoon of oil here and there, I'd use it. You know. No one can tell me that using a couple tablespoons of olive oil a day is going to fucking kill me. You know what I mean? When I'm training 6 days a week, not obese, on my feet, breathing the fresh air, being healthy, I wouldn't even care about it, you know. So I think sometimes I say, all I'm trying to say to you is it's good to not consume a lot of oil. I'm 100% correct with you, but I've seen people go full retard where they just avoid oil like the devil, and it really throws the yin and yang of the diet out of balance. You know what I mean? It becomes more of like an eating issue versus just like, yo, I'm not going to be adding heaps of oil to my food, that's all you should really think about. Like, you know, there's no need to add heaps of oil to my food. Like, if I want to make my pan on stick, you know, add a little bit of oil, or you can add a little bit of nutlex, or you can boil something. Yeah, cool. And if you go out and there's oil in the food, like, yeah. But like, I've literally, trust me, I grew up in the glory days of Raw Till 4. Okay, let's call them that. And I've been to restaurants before where dudes are ordering 10 bowls of rice and taking out the coconut oil out of the curry and then substituting 100 calories worth of coconut oil for 5 bowls of fucking rice. Now, I tell you what's worse for your health. Eating 5 extra bowls of rice every day that you don't need, putting on extra body fat, being slower, fatter, worse off, just being more out of shape's worse for your body than fucking 100 calories of coconut oil. You know what I mean? No, dude, sugar on top of the rice sometimes key, okay? I've done that before because sometimes, you know, sometimes the curry's not sweet enough. And I've done it, you know what I mean? But you have to keep it in perspective, eh? Like, yeah. Vegan Tina, if I was you, you know, Vegan Tina, you know, I would say, you know, like, if the dish doesn't call for oil, there's no need, you know what I mean? And you don't need to add it. If there's no need to add it, you don't need to add it, eh? But, you know, if you're out, don't worry about it. And if you're out, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. And chances are, if you're eating that clean, if you're eating the soul providing food, I mean, it's not going to be that oily all the time. Like, yeah, you might go out sometime and get some sort of fucked up shit, but that's not all the time. Like, I'm not going out every day and getting, you know, fucking yotiao. I'm not going out every day and getting all this, you know, deep. I'm not getting fried dumplings. I'm not getting fried this, fried that, fried chips, fried that. That's every now and again, you know. So it's all good. Yeah, your tiao. I don't even know how to say it, bro. It's hella oily, bro. I had that in bed last night with Jess and soy milk after eating dark chocolate. Now, that was a heavy-duty night. I tell you what, man. Look, that was a heavy-duty night. I'm telling you, lad. I'm washed up still from it. You got to be careful. Yeah, but see, that's not every... Like, I've only had yotiao, like, now. Like, the last time I had yotiao, it was, like... Close to... was, like, in Taiwan. And if you're in Taiwan, like, you have to eat it, man. You see, this is what I'm talking about. The no oil mindset can lead you to places like Taiwan where you're just like, I'm just eating steamed rice. It's not going to happen, you know. Yeah, I'm still cycling, brother. I'm doing deliveries every day, bro. So, you know, I'm out. Yesterday, I had a big down the bar. I did 50 fucking Ks delivering. That's quite a big day of deliveries for me, 50 kilometers. Especially fasted, I felt pretty zapped by the end of it, but I felt good. Fasted, but I felt tired, but good. You know what I mean? Shouts to voting day tomorrow in the shout-outs to the voting day in the US. Sub 40 up the door, 100%, lad. 100%. Yeah, I've never done that up the door, but hey, but when I've done my doorstep time, I was like, let put it in perspective. When I did my doorstep time, my Norton Summit time was like 6 minutes slower, 7 minutes slower or something than my PR. So, yes. Voting's not postponed. Fuck. Shouts to everybody voting, man. Ramadan Kareem, shouts to you. Liana. Talk to us about your fast. How's it going? You know, the Doi Satep's a great mountain. I'm not going to knock the Doi Satep mountain. It's a great mountain. It's a long climb, man. And, you know, specifically for me, it's not a climb I do. Actually, you know, maybe if I was very skinny. You know, if I train and got very skinny again, you know, maybe. Yeah, but it's a very long climb. And you have to be, it does well for real thin climbers, man. Because it's quite long. You know what I mean? It's not, like, North Summit's like fucking just, you by the time you get really out of breath, it's just like, hold on, you know. With Doi Satep, it's like, by the time you get out of breath, it's like, you have another fucking 7 Ks left. And you're like, wow. You know, so shout out to all the Thai dudes, shout out to all the thin dudes going up there real quick. I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive to see. I'm a fan of cycling. You know, me and Joey Carbstrong, you know, I'm always going to make videos with him just because he's my mate and I'm a fan of him. You know, so we're always doing shit together when we tee up, you know. I don't really see him too often anymore because I live out of state. So when we catch up, the last thing I really want to do is just film. I'd rather just hang out, you know. But we'll probably do something together at the end of the year, you know. I really want to go traveling with him and do something traveling. So we might go traveling and make something happen there. It's only a 12-hour fast here, man. Is it hard to avoid dairy products? No, it depends what you eat, brother. It can be. It's a bit of an ambiguous question, man, because it can be hard to. It depends on 100% on the person. It depends where you're coming from, and it depends on what you're eating, man. Like it's not hard to avoid it. It's like, is it hard to avoid smoking? Is it hard to avoid drinking alcohol? Is it hard to avoid eating meat? Like, it's up to you, man. Now, like, if you are the type of cunt to wake up in the morning and have like a latte with regular milk in it, and then go knock back like a milkshake, and then come back and then knock like a fucking, I don't know, some sort of fucking yogurt-based thing, and then come home and have some other shit, then yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult for you, but there's always alternatives. It's day 13 of Ramadan, bro. Yeah, I did have my black coffee. What's Ramadan feel like? Ramadan feels amazing, brother. It feels euphoric, man. It feels euphoric, brother. I'm not gonna tell you, dude. It feels amazing, lad. Now, obviously, there's times where you feel a bit zapped, but it's like a nice zapped. It's like you feel clean. It's like a clean zap. Like, I'm walking through the supermarket, just feeling very like, oh, like I'm very tired, but at the same time, you know, I'd be tired anyway, brother. You wake up at 3, you go to the supermarket at 5, you've been riding your bike, you've been training, you know, you've been awake for a long time. I'd be tired anyway, but it feels great, you know what I mean? I feel very peaceful during Ramadan. It's a month of peace, man. It's a month of self-reflection. It's a month of peacefulness. It's a month of give thanks. It's a month of bless up. It's a month of celebration, you know what I mean? And then that's all it is. And you feel very great about it, you know what I mean? You feel like it's literally a month of celebration for me, dude. So I feel great, you know. Yeah, in London, that's crazy. I mean, you guys are crazy. That's crazy in London, brother. You know what I mean? Shouts to all the people out in London. Like, they're literally, this is a big fast. I got 1K in tax returns. What should I spend it on? Well, you don't really need to spend it, man. You can save it, and if you need something or you've been wanting to get something, spend it. You know what I mean? I can't answer that for you, brother. You might go traveling with it or something, or save it. I'm not even sure about that. You have to look that up, eh? Bro, you'd be surprised. Your body's pretty amazing without water. You can do some pretty cool shit without water. Thing is, I knock back so much water, bro. By the time I get dehydrated, it's like 3 or 4 hours left. You know what I mean? It's like 4 hours left. I mean, it sucks. It's not healthy. I mean, I don't want to say it's not healthy. I mean, it's not the best thing for your health, eh? Just to sit there fasting, no water all day. But it's a tool that I feel like is graciously used once a year, you know, to put things in perspective, man. And that's the great thing about it. I mean, we do plenty of shit that's not healthy, man, for our health, eh? So, you know, something that's might be a bit detrimental to my health for a month, there's a lot of benefit out of it, I feel. Thoughts on overweight, out of shape people posting body positive pics. Like, I get the same thing that you're promoting something not healthy, so good messages to kids, eh? Shit. Yeah, brother. I think being body positive is amazing. I think, you know, I'm not gonna knock anyone who's body positive. You know, I think that's amazing. Body positive. This is my reaction on body positivity. Like, yeah, like I would never want you to feel bad about your own body. But at the same time, bro, I would never want you to tell yourself a lie that your body, what you're doing to your body and how your body is okay. Like, I wouldn't want you to, because that's the kind of lie you can tell yourself if like a million people, like there's 1,000 other girls out there or men out there who are extremely unhealthy and they condone it. You can kind of tell yourself that story, well, it's okay, like I'm 300 pounds, it's okay, like just like if your life's terrible right now, it's okay, but you can still want change, you can still not be complacent, you can still want better. And that's my thing on the body positivity thing. Like if someone was hell fat, man, I wouldn't like tell them to say, yo, like stay body positive your whole life, like never want change. I say, look, just appreciate what you got, and try and gain some true appreciation for your body, and really appreciate it, and love it. And if you really do that, and you really develop strong love for yourself, you'll want to change, because you realize what you're doing is not natural, man. It's just not, so. Yeah, my next video is going to be a Chinese video and a breaking fast video, man. Just wait for it, It'll be coming out soon. Like, that's what I think about it, man. Like, if some hella fat person came up to me, bro, first off, I'd say give thanks to your body and try and lose weight, man. It's just that simple, You can be proud of, you can be chill with your body and be confident, but still want to change. You know what I mean? Eat clean, stay lean. Yeah, true, man. I mean, it depends what you mean by clean. It really does depend on what you mean by clean. Yeah, I do vegan teen. I do feel like my taste buds. I mean, it's like it feels great. Yeah, it's like it's a reset. It like resets the taste buds. Correct. Whole foods, plant-based. True, there's truth in that, bro. There's definitely truth in that. Eat clean, stay lean. But I mean, we try and get off the, clean food talks. Just like, when I think about clean food, clean food to me is just like, eat food that provides you with good nutrients and provides you, just rejuvenation for your soul and life, But at the same token, man, I mean, I don't want to use the word calories, but at the end of the day, man, it's still calories. But we're chasing optimum health. We're chasing health. We're not just chasing weight loss. We're not just chasing staying lean. We're chasing health. So calories aren't the most important thing to us. Fasting is very addictive. It frees up a lot. It gives you a lot of perspective. It gives you a lot of free time. It gives you a lot of. It's a great time because most people don't ever have the fucking time to reflect on their eating habits or reflect on their food or really give thanks and appreciate their food. When you fast, you can do that. I haven't lost any weight, bro. Fasting. I probably gained a little bit of weight, man, because I've been stuffing my face too hard. So. It's completely feasible to gain weight, it's completely feasible to lose weight, it's completely feasible to maintain weight. It just depends on how much you eat, man, regardless. The eat whole foods thing, stay lean is, I know plenty of people got fat on whole foods, man. You know what I mean? Not specifically whole foods, I mean, I think the thing is, eating whole foods and staying lean, you'd have to be one ridiculous motherfucker to get fat on whole foods. Like, it's really unfeasible. Very unfeasible, man. Very unfeasible, but you can do it. But very unfeasible. Like 99% of the population could not get fat on whole foods. Like there might be a few of us here that could, but we're special. We have special appetites. We come from special backgrounds of dieting with weird eating issues. But most people who have normal eating habits, who eat whole foods, like I'm talking like broccoli, potatoes for lunch, shit like that, it's very hard to get fat. Very hard to get fat. You know what I mean? High fiber, high water content, high nutrient content, low fat. It's very hard to get fat. So I think it's a blanket statement when you tell cunts, whole foods keep you lean. No, I think, there is truth to that in the terms of just like, the amount that you can eat off whole foods is so low that there's truth in it, Uber Eats tips. Uber Eats tips, brother, the thing is, bro, what you have to do is, you have to bless up when you have whole foods. I'm not Whole Foods, I'm talking shit, man. You have to bless up when you do Uber, man. I tell you what, man, it's all about the energy when you do Uber. I wave at every single Uber driver I see, man. I feel like they're my family, dude. And if you don't think like your family, you're not getting no jobs, okay? You can't be at war with the other Uber drivers. This is a key mistake, man. I'm gonna come out with an ebook on this. I've done this before, dude, where it's almost like I'm at war with everyone else doing Uber. Like, I see them and I'm like, bro, get out of my way. I'm taking off. No. That's not how you get the orders, man. You wanna get the orders, you relax. You take a deep breath, man. When you see the other Uber driver, you look at him saying, brother, like I see this one Uber driver every day. He's such a beautiful cunt, man. And I always thumbs him up, and he's a good dude because he thumbs me up, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I like your energy. But some of them don't want to thumbs you up. I get it though, because they feel like you're taking a piece of their pie. But I see him and I look at him and I say, he's a beautiful Somalian looking dude. And I look at him and I say, I want you to get so many fucking orders today, dude. And I tell myself, I say, there's enough orders for both of us. There's enough orders for me and you both make hella money today. And my phone just bings off non-stop. My phone's binging off non-stop these days, honestly, man. I'm telling you, dude. At the end of Ramadan, I'm going to be able to say, at the end of Ramadan, I'm going to say, fuck, I made the most money I've made in a month for a long period of time. Fasted. A's ingrained into my lifestyle, bro. I come from the land of the A. Specifically, the city of the A. What bag do they give us as a book bag? And they give you I have the first generation Uber bag, so it's just a big black bag. It's, you know, I've traveled all over the world with this Uber bag. My mum's traveled all over the world with this Uber bag. My sister has, you know, my dad took it to work once. You know, even if you're not going to deliver, be smart enough to sign up to Uber to get the bag, because it's heavy duty. You know, I can stuff like 4 bags in the Uber bag. It's amazing. So they give it to you, but they deduct it. So when I got it, they sent it to me, but then I had to do 2 jobs. I had to basically pay off $10. The same eating. Thoughts on people preaching that one way of eating works for everyone the same? No, not really, brother. That's just just an ignorant, uneducated statement, bro, because everyone lives different lifestyles. I mean, and everyone has different eating habits. Everyone has different needs, bro. You can't blanket. Eating something you can't blanket, you know what I mean? Like, you can blanket enough. The blanket statements you can say with eating is like, there's a few of them that you can say, like, get enough vitamins, eat enough calories, feel good. There's no specifics in that though. There's no real specifics like you need to eat X, you need to eat Y. There's no real specifics in that, brother. You know, see what I'm saying? You know, so it doesn't, man, because I know cunts who eat completely different to me and it works perfectly for them. You know, a lot of the variance you see, brother, is just in calorie intake, man. Just calorie intake, it's just calorie intake. I mean, I'm trying to think of. A lot of people have different appetites too, man. Like, appetite's something that varies a lot between people. Like, some people generally just don't have a desire to eat a lot. You know what I mean? So their food they eat's a bit different. You know what I mean? Like, you might have a massive desire to eat a lot, and you have to make different food choices that are more smart for you because you know you have a huge appetite. You know what I mean? You can't be sitting there knocking back, you know, high calorie dense foods with no fiber. Like, you have to watch out. You have to be eating your vegetables. You have to be eating all your stuff, eh? Some people ride their bike all fucking day. They have different needs to you. You know, some people weigh fucking 100 pounds and they do ballet. They have different needs to you. You know what I mean? Some people are marathon runners, and I might sit at a desk all day. You know what I mean? You don't get tips during Uber, man. You know, once this Chinese girl tried to give me $50, but I think she thought that, I don't think she knew what the system was. So I just said, take your $50. I don't want your, that's haram money, man. Like, I don't want no $50. I take that $50. I'll go buy food with it. I'll get gastro. I take that $50. I'll walk down the street. I'll get hit by a car. I take that $50, and they'll cut the internet to my house for 2 years. You know, so I don't want no tips. That's why I hate taking people's food, man, if they don't rock up, eh? Because I feel like it's just toxic food for my heart. But at the same time, I'm thinking maybe I was meant to receive this food, eh? How did you learn to use the camera and edit? I'm inspired, but I don't know how to start. Brother, you press record. You just press record, and you know what you do? You keep pressing record over time. That's all you do. You press record over time. It's that simple, man. Don't be intimidated by what's on YouTube currently. You can't be intimidated by that, because that intimidation and fear of just whatever story you're telling yourself, that like you I don't know, man, like you just start, dude. Like, your filmmaking journey, your camera journey is your journey. It's unrealistic to think you're going to start and just be producing the best shit. But what you do over time is the gap gets, ideally, bro, ideally the gap of creating gets small. I mean, the difference between what's in your mind and what comes out on screen is smaller. Now, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to say, like, at the start, you know, you might have a gem of a mind, bro. You might have the most beautiful creative mind, and I love your vision, right? But at the start, it's very hard to translate that vision. What you're going to try and do is, your main goal is to translate your vision into something tangible, like a video that people can actually see, right? And that's very hard to do at the start, because it might take a lot of technical ability, it might take a lot of skill that you just haven't developed yet. But over time, you develop the skills and you develop the technical ability, you develop just the tools, you know, to be able to translate your vision and accurately portray that on camera and, you know, bring it to life. But that's really what you're doing. You allow yourself to have this playground mindset where literally you're not limited by anything. And then you use the tools you have to produce that, you know. And that's how I think about it, man. It's an expression thing, you know what I mean? I just want to be able to express myself and translate my expressions the best I can through the camera. But you have to start, man. That's the biggest thing. You just have to start and just challenge yourself, man. Just challenge yourself, and don't be afraid, and don't really care what people think about your stuff, man. Don't care about them. At the end of the day, you know, as long as you're satisfied, you're good, man. You know, people's feedback and their love for it's cool, man, and it's cool to see people love your shit. But at the end of the day, if you have to love your shit, man, more than anybody else. And that's not being arrogant, dude. But you have to be your own biggest fan sometimes. Because I'm telling you, man, if you're not a fan of yourself, no one's gonna be a fan. No one's gonna be a fan of you, man. If you're not a fan of yourself, no one's gonna be a fan of you, man. Abdullah, you into the minimalistic lifestyle? 100%, brother. I love minimalism. You know, I think minimalism's the foundation of life, like. You know, now I think a lot of people have a skewed perception on what minimalism is, man. Well, at least for me, my minimalism might be different to most people's minimalism or other people's minimalism. My minimalism just comes from a standpoint of just like, yo, like, there's few things in life that I know satisfy me, truly. There's only so much energy I have. You know, I'm minimalist in terms of like, yo, I only have so much energy to give, man. And it's not endless, man. So I'm very critical about what I focus on. It doesn't mean I don't want to buy a camera. It just means that, like, if food, a comfy bed, water, decent internet, and a camera are cornerstones in my life, that's all I focus on. That's all it is to me, eh? It's just being critical about what you spend your limited energy on, and having enough and just dedicating my energy to that. You know what I mean? Because most people don't see it like that, man, and they're just burning energy on all sorts of useless shit. And you get left with no time for yourself. You get left with no time and no energy to dedicate to anything that really gives you any form of peacefulness and contentness, man. And that just fucks you up. Yeah, I take one order for an Uber. Sometimes I get 2 orders at a time. Like sometimes I get a double order, which is sick. Like you'll be riding to a joint, you'll accept the order, and then boom, like 10 seconds later, it will say tap to accept, like another pickup, and you pick up 2 orders and to drop them off, and they'll get put on the route. Seriously believe in karma. Bro, karma's the real deal, lad. Karma's the real deal, man. Practically and spiritually, it's the real fucking deal, man. You know? And that's how you have to look at it. From a practical sense, you know, we talked about this the other day, man. It's 100% true, man. Like, imagine if I fucked over Camby W93 and then Camby W93 was best mates with the CEO of the company I was applying to, and then I went into a meeting with that CEO, and he was like, oh, I've heard of you from Camby W93, you're a cunt, boom, like, you don't get the job. That's a practical version of karma, you know what I mean? Or, you know, like, I know it's a real bad example, but that's true, and that's spiritually 100% what's, man, cunts like to, if you don't believe in the oneness, you don't believe in the connectedness, you don't believe in the universe, you don't believe in the energy, yeah, I can see how you don't believe in karma, but I can also see how you'd be a victim of just life, man. You know what I mean? Like, you don't put out anything to receive nothing. You can't just go around putting out bad fucking energy and expect to get nothing in return, man. That's not how it works, eh? And if you do that, then you're gonna be saying this. It's not meant to be like this. It shouldn't be like this. I don't know why it's like this. Why is this happening to me? They're the kind of key phrases you'll be saying. Like, that's key phrases for a motherfucker who doesn't believe in karma, right? Because there's no like, they're just, what, you think you can walk around being a cunt? You can't do that. Audrey, I'm giving you my energy. Yeah, I think some people think, I personally, for me, I don't think minimalism is living in the forest with nothing. I think it's very just dependent. It's up to, it's very individual to the person's life. I don't think it's this blanket thing where you have like one phone, and you have one thing, and you have one thing. You know, I don't really think like that, man. I don't really buy into that type of minimalism. I think it's very individual to the person, and I think it's basically just like energy management, noticing that your time here is limited, you don't have all the energy in the world to give, and really evaluating what gives you that sense of peacefulness, and only dedicating your energy and time to those things, and eliminating everything else. Like, yeah, I might like I love fashion, man. Trust me, man. I love fashion. I love shoes. I love looking like a certain way. Like, I love that. But I realize how little that provides me. Now, a minimalistic mindset to me is like, if this provides me this much, and I only have this much to give, lad, I only have this much to give, am I gonna really invest in this much? That's gonna give me this much? No. Zero, no. I don't care how cool I look. I don't care what cunts think about me when I'm wearing the new fucking Yeezys or whatever the fucking these cunts buy these days. I don't care about that. Fuck that. Who cares? It doesn't give me enough. But I realize how much good food it gives me. I realize how much a good sleep gives me. I realize how much maybe good internet speed gives me. I realize how much I enjoy filming. I realize I enjoy how much traveling gives me. So that's what I'm focusing on. Boom, that's it. No more, no less. Someone I know puts out bad karma all the time, but he's rich somehow and self-made. He's fucked over everyone. Me and my friends might be, nah, bro. Bro, the thing is, man, the thing is, we're defining this dude's success as a good thing. You know what I mean? That's how we're looking at it. This dude's kind of, don't be coming up here, bro. Come on. Shouts to the garbage man, he's just doing his job. But that's how we're defining it. We're saying, how come this dude's not fucked over yet? He's rich, he's self-made. This cunt could be in fucking hell right now, brother. He could be living on hell on earth. He could wake up every day the most unappreciative, hateful cunt. What's happening, bro? You know what I mean? Some cunts live on hell on earth, man. So regardless of the money, regardless of the car, he could have the most worst fucking life. Bro, I don't think you need to get rid of your phone, man. I don't think you need to get, I don't think you need to get rid of your phone, brother. I mean, that's an easy way to stop distracting yourself with pointless shit. But, you know, I love it, man. I think it's a tool. Like, I think it's a tool. I think Facebook's cool. I think Instagram's cool. You just have to have the strength to use it wisely. And I don't think just getting rid of it, it's kind of like eliminating fat from your life. You know what I mean? Like, just doing the zero fat kind of thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, you might get some results because you're eliminating like a macronutrient that provides you with hella energy and shit. That might be, you know, providing you with too much, but it's like, dude, it's like, learn how to use it, man. It might be tough for a while, but learn how to use it, brother. I think you might find better benefit, because there's plenty of people I follow on Instagram, there's plenty of things I watch on YouTube, there's plenty of shit I see on Facebook that I really do enjoy, you know? And you're in control of it, not it's in control of you. Two of my close friends are addicted to heroin. They come to me for advice, but it's yeah, I mean, I think there's a, you know, I mean, there has to be a line where it's like, it's too much, you know what I mean, it's too much. But at the end of the day, if you care about these people and they're your friends, all you can do is do. I mean, you don't have to be spending your whole, every single day with these people who are on the H. But if someone came to you for advice and they were your friend and you did care about them, all you can do is do your best, eh? But I mean, there's going to become a point, like, if my mate was addicted to heroin and I've been trying to help him for 5 years and he's still addicted to heroin and I've been pouring out my heart and soul into this person and he's just not listening, then eventually you have to think about yourself too. Andrew Wallace, you know, I had a thought about you yesterday, bro. Shouts to you. Thoughts on fat shaming, you know. I don't think it's cool to fat shame, man. I don't think it's cool to fat shame. You know, like, obviously I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're fucking fat. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be like, what you're doing is good. No, bro, like, when I see someone, I don't, you know, let's be real. When I see someone, there's this girl who catches my tram every day and she's fucking very fat, dude. I'm not saying this in a negative way, she's huge. And I feel a certain type of way about it, and I don't forget it. I don't forget it for a reason, bruh. You know what I mean? I don't forget the really, 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 really big girl who catches the tram with me. Because I feel bad for her. You know what I mean? I feel bad for her because we're cut from the same pond. You know, we come from the same fucking, we're the same type of water, lad. She's a human, I'm a human. And I don't like to see her very overweight because I'm just thinking in my head, like, that's not good for you. And I feel an element of pain about it, just like, oh man, like, you need to change, you know? So thanks, man. You know, like, it's not shaming, brother. If you want the best for them and you have good intentions, it's not shaming. Now, there's a way to go about it. Being like, yeah, you're just a fat fucking girl, that's, yeah, no. But if you say, like, dude, come on, you know what I mean? Like, respect your body. There's a difference. Thoughts on karma in regard to bad things happening to someone, like an accident or something. How do you see karma work in such circumstances? The thing is, like, if bad shit happens to good people all the time, now you're out of control. You can't really control bad shit happening to you like that, eh? I mean, it's weird when you think about it because I know where you're going with it. Like, you can say everything. You can say, like, you know, like, I believe karma's 100% real. But if an accident happened to me, I wouldn't be sitting there thinking like karma's not real because a bad accident's happened to me. It'd be backwards thinking. Yeah, it wouldn't, like, if I broke my leg, it wouldn't do me any favors to just disassociate with karma because I didn't deserve to break my leg. I would have just broken my leg, and that's okay, because I was meant, my leg's broken. My belief is maybe I was meant to break my leg. It's all cool. Who cares? Let go of it. Let's keep moving. All you can do is still do good. That's all you can do. Still do good. But if someone wants to hit me with their car, you know, I'm out of control about that, and it's not gonna do anything to my belief on karma. Smoke some DMT and what makes you say that, brother? Smoke some DMT and then you won't think you're right about everything you say ever again. What do you mean by that, bro? Shouts to the dude at work, can't be W93. Maybe one day, brother, me and you will work together, man. Maybe one day if I sign some deal and I got the cash time, I got the cash flow, we can be in Thailand in the office, man. I've had dreams of Thailand offices and shit, trust me. Shouts to you, Andrew Bollis. I know sometimes we talk infrequently, bro, but you know, I still think about you and shit. Not I'm actually being true, like I thought about you the other day, so we'll still talk, man. You know, if we can talk around 4 p.m. my time, you know what I mean? People want to say racism exists and it's 100% real, man. Racism's always existed. It's always real. It's just like whether you're most cunts are low-key racist, man. You know, but their racism's driven just by misunderstanding and fear and selfishness, which makes them racist. They become racist. You know what I mean? I guess we're not born racist, brother. We're bred to be racist. It's institutional racism at the highest degree that gets converted into generational racism at the highest degree, and that's what we're trying to stop, man. You know, it only takes one line of family member to stop being a racist cunt and produce a non-racist son, which produces a non-racist son, and that's how you slowly inflict change over time. You know what I mean? Karma is bollocks. Look at the 8-year-old killed at the... No, dude. No, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? That's just a tragic fucking event, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to disassociate with karma because of that, man. That's like the same argument saying, like, if God was real, if the universe was real, why are people dying all over the world? We did that. That's just some fucked up shit going on. That's not karma, man. You're not disgusting. I've done that several times. You're a beautiful cunt, man. Chugging 1 liter of soy milk, man. You're fucking... It's amazing, man. It's amazing, dude. I've never seen Richie Porter, the Dauphine, brother. Do fine today, Abdul. I'm a fan of Richie Porter, though. I still remember the day I saw Richie Porter go up Wollonga Hill. It was amazing. Watching someone go up a hill that quick is just like, fuck, lad. You know what I mean? But your protein's necessary for recovery. You need protein, eh? Now, do you need 5,000 grams of protein per day? No, but you need an adequate amount of protein. Yeah, hoarding all your money because... Yeah, I know what you mean, man. You know what? My mum's kind of the same, bro. My mum's kind of the same, but, you know, my mum still spends money on what she loves, I guess, eh? And I think that's the key, man. I think even if you came from nothing, which a lot of people come from nothing, man, and they gain money. Being a stingy isn't a bad thing, but you know, spending money on the shit you love, I think that's cool, man. Shouts to you saying Muay Thai because DMT is meant to be some pretty trippy shit in it, lad. Yeah, man. Everyone thinks I'm a mistake to go and buy to the Middle East to stay with the guy I'm seeing. Aren't they just being paranoid? If I want to do it, the Middle East is so safe. Why are they paranoid? Where does he live? I can actually give you some solid advice about the Middle East. Where does he live? I don't do any animal rights shit. I do you mean you're talking about literally being out there doing animal rights activism? I don't do that. I mean, my diet's are animal activism promoting diet. You know what I mean? But I'm not out there on the street doing that. The sickest cyclist I've seen in person, Richie Porter was probably one of them, man. I mean, just watching a race, Richie Porter. But I've ridden with some pretty fit dudes before, man, who were pretty fit. They were pretty insane to watch ride, but really, Watching Richie Port go up a hill with like full steams, just like, fuck, I didn't know you could ride that quick. I think you'd be fine, man. I think you'd be fine. Like, I think people think, oh, like, you're going to go over there, you're going to get stoned, you're going to get made to wear a burqa. It's not really like that. It's not really like that. I mean, if you want to do something, do it, you know. Yeah, he has a wife. Oh, shit. Now, that's a different story. That's a different story when your boy has a wife already. You know, I mean, I can't really, you know, who would I be to give you accurate advice on your relationship? Because it's your relationship, and you probably know a lot more about it than me. So that's something you have to work out. You know what I mean? Because I can just sit here and be like, yeah, no, fuck that. I wouldn't want to be with a dude who has 4 wives. But you might have some deep love for this dude, and he might have some deep love connection with you, and who am I to judge that, you know? Just, I don't know, you have to make a decision, eh? I wish the Western world could be made to be more realistic. I do too, brother. I do too. You know, the Middle East is a beautiful country, man. Middle East is a beautiful country. I'd live there, man. I'd live in Jordan. I mean, there's probably places in Syria I'd love to live. Places all over the world that I'd like to live. And it's a shame that the people are so close-minded they don't get to see it. Some places in Jordan, brother, take your breath away. You know, there's bits in the Middle East that will literally, you'll shit your fucking pants, man. I've been in the Middle East, like woken up, opened my window and stared at the most blue fucking ocean I've seen my whole life. And then simultaneously gone, fuck, this is amazing. I'm going to turn around to look at my mum over there behind my shoulder. Turned around and said, holy fuck, this is some mummy shit. I'm looking at the biggest fucking sand mountains I've ever seen in my whole life. Do you know what I mean? There's very few places in the world where you can look that way, see some Indiana Jones shit. Look that way and see some blue ocean. There's very few places in the world where you can get cheap Pepsi. There's very few places in the world, well actually there's a lot, where you can get cheap cabs and cheap food and good people. And if you're Christian, you can go to the River of Jordan. And if you like architecture, you can go to Petra. And if you like water sports, you can go to Aqaba. And if you like fucking smoking Marlboro Red, you can go anywhere. You know what I mean? It's beautiful country, dude. And it's a shame that a lot of people, and there's always, you know, bro, I go to the Middle East and there's always a lot of people, there's a lot of tourists who go there, man. And they're really level 10 travelers, man. Because I see them, I'm like, what are you doing here? You know what I mean? You think to yourself, like, what brought you out here? A lot of the times you see people in Jordan, man, they're there for like religious holidays. You know, because you see people who go to Israel to do the religious thing in Israel, and then they come over to Jordan, go to the River of Jordan, they see Petra, and they go for a little walk downtown, and they do that kind of thing. But sometimes I see a few Europeans and a few, you know, a lot of Russians used to go to Jordan. I think it was probably heavily marketed them to go to Jordan. But yeah, you know, I'm actually going to be going to Palestine in 12 weeks. That's almost 99% confirmed. So we're going to be going to Palestine and you get a visa for that. We're trying to film some shit in Palestine and then go across the border to Jordan and make some stuff happen. Abs, how did you become this enlightened? I don't think I'm enlightened, bro. I think enlightened's a very powerful word. Like, enlightened's a very powerful word. Okay, and I would never say the word about myself enlightened. I think maybe for you or me, myself, trying to learn more. I just think it's an awareness thing. And I think if you come at it if you just shift your awareness and your perspective in certain situations, knowledge is everywhere around you, brother. Just 90% of the times your eyes are like this. You just, you know, really, you think your eyes are open, your eyes are closed. You're not really seeing the current situation the way it is. And those answers get blocked off to you. I think once you shift your perspective and your awareness changes, you suddenly open yourself up to the answers, man. You start seeing the answers, you know what I mean? They're everywhere, you know? And it's cool, man. Shouts to you, Henry Moe. So I think if you shift your awareness, shift your focus, bro, you know, these answers pop up all the time. You become fine-tuned with the universe and the lessons, man. I'm heterosexual, but sometimes have gay thoughts. You ever experienced that? No. You know, I've never experienced that. You know, for a while I thought I was gay, brother. When I was 17, I thought I was gay for like a week. But I wasn't gay. You know what I mean? It was a weird time for me, man, because I thought I was gay. I was very scared of being gay. And then I told myself, I said, what? Fuck it. If I'm gonna be a gay boy, let's be the biggest gay boy ever. So I was like, for a couple of days there, I wasn't trying to be gay, but I was in my head. I'm saying, if I'm gay, it's not a big deal. Who cares? Like, I'm gay. Let's go. You know what I mean? And then I just realized, I'm like, fuck, I'm actually not gay. It is what it is. My caffeine takes 1 coffee a day. So shout out to all the gay dudes out there, man. Those sounds like gay thoughts to me. I guess they were gay thoughts for a week, eh? I'm proud of my little 1 week gay thought streak, man. Let's move on. We got like. Let's make it happen. 1 week gay thoughts. Shout out to 1 week gay thoughts. I'm a fan of them, man. It's cool, man. If anything, it further cemented my love for women, man. Shout out to Frank Tank. Good to see you, lad. Fucking bless up, man. By the way, if you haven't got yourself a t-shirt, you've been watching this stream for day 13. I'm not angry at you, but I'm low-key angry at you. Get yourself a shirt. That's what you need to do, brother. Fwa fwa. Bovalino. It's a pleasure to fucking see you, man. It's such a fucking pleasure. Where you at? You're on the way to work, eh? I will tell Jess you said hello, dude. I will. Shouts to beans and rice. I'm a fan of beans and rice, man. It's a great combination, purely just because of the texture and the density. It's a density. Beans and rice has like a level 10 density factor, if you think about it. That's why I love so much. It's very earthy. It's very dense. What hospital are you working at, brother? Shouts to you, man. My girlfriend's working night shift tonight. Shout out to everybody who works in a hospital night shift. Angels. No. A lot of people have cut my t-shirts into tank tops, and you know what, dude? I just tell them when people send me photos in their Glucose Network tank tops, and I say, you know what, man? If you want to cut the shirt, you cut it. You do whatever you want with it, man. The worst job I ever had. I never really had any bad jobs, man. I've had a bad. There's been jobs where my mind wasn't right and the job became bad. Like, there's been times I've been labouring for no reason, and I was just labouring for the fucking sake of it, and I just felt like it was the worst job because mentally I didn't want to be there. You know what I mean? And that became the worst job. But then I've done really bad labouring jobs, technically bad, and enjoyed the fuck out of them just because my mind's been right. So the job thing's just a mindset, brother. Like, anytime I've gone to the job, like, I don't want to be there, this isn't what I love, and there was no direct, like, every time I work, man, there's like a purpose in my working, you know what I mean? There's a purpose in my working. Like, when I work, man, I'm not just there just to make money for the sake of making money. Like, I don't really care, you know what I mean? I'm there to make money for the reasons I need the money for, like to eat. I want to buy a tripod this week, so that's why I'm at work this week, so I can afford to eat and do everything I need to do. And buy a tripod, and that at work I'm just chilling, because I'm like, this is sick. Like, it's like a video game. Like, to level up, I need to pass this level, and to pass this level to level up, I need this amount of money to buy the tripod, and that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm just actively playing the game. It's cool. My first proper job would have been in construction. I mean, Like, I mean, I'm talking like a job that wasn't hooked up through family. I'm talking like a job I found on my own, that I held for a long time, was probably construction. You know, I'd done on and off jobs at like, you know, little cook-up shops and shit when I was younger, and at cafes with Eddie and stuff, but when I found on my own, it was really construction. You know, but that taught me a lot about working, man. That taught me a lot about working, you know what I mean? You know, when I first got into construction, I had a lot of pride. I found myself I just realized very quickly that you have to just like, you know what I mean? You have to, when you're at work, you have to become your work. You know what I mean? You can't just be so detached from work and think, I'm just here to make money and like, I don't really care about this. Like, no, that never works. That's nothing good for you, eh? Like, I'd rock up to work and we'd be building a house and I'd be like, you know, this is my fucking house and I'm building it and I want to do the best job I can. And then you get really immersed in the situation. You're just doing everything. You're hanging plaster. You're thinking like, oh, this is sick. I'm hanging the plasterboard. Like, let's make this as best as we can. You know, let's work as hard as we can today. And that's cool. Bro, I'm back in Melbourne. And let's do a ride soon. Let's do a big ride, brother. You know, you and your brother, let's go for a big ride. I'm training for a bike ride in 3 weeks. In like 3 weeks, actually 2 weeks, I'm gonna do a ride into Adelaide. But I've been doing Uber every day and I'm fasting, so it's kind of hard for me to train. It'd be hard for us to do a big ride because I'm fasting, but we can do it. You know what I mean? Fuck it, let's go. Maybe like, I want to do a 100k ride, but I'm contemplating whether it's possible to do fasted. But maybe I can take a day off work sometime in the next couple of weeks and we'll go out real early. Like just after the sun comes up or something. So I don't die. How do you work in an environment with a whole lot of shit cunts? It's very hard, but you have to become very... I've worked in some crazy environments with some fucking hardcore shit cunts. Maybe you have it worse. But for me at least, it's just... You know, all I try and do is just keep my shit cool. You know what I mean? Like, if people are trying to be mean to Louis V, all Louis V can do is just be the best Louis V. You know what I mean? Don't take shit. I'm not saying to take shit. Like, if someone's being rude to you, someone's treating you like a dog, don't let anyone treat you like a dog. You know, but all you can do is do the best you can do. So I remember when I had this boss dude who used to stand over me and be the big, he was just a bully, and then I would always be nice to the guy, but if he tried to bully me, I'd shut him down straight away. You know what I mean? I'd shut him down and I'd be nice. Like, he'd just be low-key trying to infiltrate my mind and treat me like a dog, but then ask me to come back the next day. You know, so I just shut the cunt down, but every time, apart from that, I would just try and be good. Shane Miller, great to see you. It's full of bullies. Yeah, don't let anyone bully you. The difference is like, you be good with your actions, you be good with your work, you try and do the best you can do. But when someone's trying to be a bully, you know, it's up to you also to shut down the bully, because you don't want your fellow co-workers to get bullied and be in this like scared bullied mindset, because that's what these motherfuckers do. They just try and bully you. If you let them bully you, you're also just further perpetuating the cycle of just like, oh, like, we'll see how that worked. Now I can bully Louis V's co-worker and her co-worker. And it's like, nah, bro, that's not how it works, eh? You know, and it just makes you, it can just really drain the work environment, you know? I need to come to Malaysia soon, brother. Well, maybe next time I'm in Singapore, I can cross the border. Hackney represent. I want a glucose now. I had a couple glucose network stickers made up from Thailand a few years ago. You know, maybe, you know what I might do, man? I might make a couple hundred stickers and start putting them in with the shirts, man. I'll just send them out, eh? Oh, Von Toswell, that's a beautiful, I love that. That's a lovely statement, lad. Shouts to you, man. Thoughts on fat bold cunts? I mean, it's a ridiculous question, man. It's a ridiculous question, bro. There's no thoughts on that. I'll just send the stickers, man. You don't have to buy another shirt for a sticker, right? I bring my body in precision guesswork. Shout out to you. I'm an engineer, man. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to go to a job, and even if so thought you're not the biggest fan of it, just to apply yourself to it. You know what I mean? Just give your best effort in it. I think it's cool, man. And it can turn the worst job into a lovely job simply just because you're trying to put your focus and energy into it. Yeah, I bring my body and my process. What will happen in the future? I got no idea. I mean, I guess the future's just gonna happen, eh? We'll get back with Eddie soon. Is 100 megabits, that's a lot, eh? That's a quick internet speed. I don't take any supplements. Oh, actually I do, I take pea protein. What am I talking about? I'm on the pea protein, man. Tamas is great. He's been working every day. I messaged him the other day. I got a love pang for Tamas the other night, so I messaged him saying I miss you. And he messaged me back talking about he works a lot, man. Fuck, man, the guy works so much, eh? I think he works a lot, like he said he worked 7 days last week. He always works 7 days, right? And then last Sunday he worked 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. on the fucking electrician pay, double pay. You know, this guy's got some expensive hobbies these days. I tell him, I say, what's your hobby now? He's got he's brought a trailer. You know, so he's skydiving, living in the trailer, doing all sorts of weird, expensive hobbies. Anyway, that's the end. I'm gonna go eat before I have to fucking start fasting, eh? So shout out to all of you. It's been a great stream. I'll see you back here for day 14. Peace, man. To everybody who's here. Shane Miller, Camby W93, Kenny, Louis V, Von Duzzle, great comment, Von Duzzle. You know, all of you. Bovolino, we'll go for a ride soon. We'll do 100k, man. Big 100k. I'll whip out the TT bars. Shout out to all of you. Peace.